friends, and welcome to the Paparazzi Stars podcast. Here, we chat about all things paparazzi. Tips, tricks, suggestions, and weekly challenges. All to help you grow and explode your Paparazzi Accessories business to rockstar success. Well, hello and welcome back to another episode of the Paparazzi Stars podcast. My name is Anya Bohm and I am your show host. Today we're going to be talking about the fortune is in the follow-up. Why do most people miss the boat when it comes to following up, and how can I avoid making that mistake? We're going to dive right into that in just a minute. If you are listening to this and your hands are just a little bit busy, don't worry, it's okay. Multitasking is awesome. Head on over to paparockstars.com/follow-up. I've taken the show notes for you. That's how much I love you. So head on over there. You can grab those show notes. You can review what we're talking about today. You can snag the show image that we'll talk about in just 1 minute. And you can also have everything to highlight, color in. You can also comment on the call challenge. Let us know how's it going. We like to hear from you. So head on over. Again, I'm going to tell you that. Are you ready? Paparockstars with an S.com/follow-up. All one word. Nice and easy. Okay, the show image for today that I was just talking about, it's a really good quote by John Maxwell. Now, you can use this quote in your team groups. You can use it on your Facebook wall, Pinterest, Instagram, wherever you want to use it. You are welcome to use it. We have it there just for you. The only thing we ask is that you don't, change it, because it's awesome the way it is. So head on over there and check it out. The quote says, "Diligent follow-up and follow-through will set you apart from the crowd and communicate excellence." And again, that's by John Maxwell. Okay, are you ready? Let's dive into the training today. If you've been listening to the show for a long time, you know that one of the things that I am most passionate about is following up and customer service. Most people won't buy from you right away. They just won't. They won't jump onto your paparazzi team. They need time to think, to ponder before they make that choice. I heard a statistic the other day. It kind of surprised me, but it said 60% of all transactions take place after the fourth interaction, and 94% of all change agents or consultants quit before the fourth contact. Can you believe that? 40% quit after the first contact, right after the first time. Can you believe it? Most people quit right away with a potential team member, with a customer. They just walk away. I have an example for you. So when I first joined Paparazzi back in 2013, I shared it with my daughter's dance teacher. Now, she was instantly hooked, and she was an amazing customer. She asked me a little bit about joining Paparazzi, and I shared some information with her, but it wasn't a great time for her. She was a faithful and a loyal customer for a long time, and I just kept in touch with her. And, once in a while I'd send her an email, or if there was a special about signing up, or I'd see her at dance class and talk to her a little bit about paparazzi, or give her new jewelry. But just kind of checking in. So after 2.5 years, not even kidding, 2.5 years, she calls me one afternoon to tell me she had just joined Paparazzi. She was tired of waiting for the right time and just jumped right in. Now, if I had walked away, I would have lost her as a team member and that awesome addition to my team. So follow-up is it's so important. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be extensive, but it does have to be done. You never know who is thinking about joining your team or who is watching you. So you just need to keep in contact with your customers, with your friends and your family, or you might miss your next rock star. Okay, you're probably asking, Anya, how do I follow up? Let's talk about it. Okay, so following up with someone can be as simple as something like, "Hey girl, how's things?" Yeah, that's simple. Or "Hey, how are you enjoying your jewelry?" It doesn't take much, but it's a good way to let them know that you're still around and you're still in business, and also to show them that you care. If you know something personal about them, like their little girl just started kindergarten, you could send them a message that said, "Oh my gosh, your pictures of your little girl going to kindergarten are just adorable. How are you hanging in there with her gone to kindergarten?" That shows that you're kind of paying attention and that you care about her and about the things going on in her life, and that goes a long way. Some other things that you can do to follow up is like a thank you card. Drop that in the mail, a quick text message or a message on Facebook saying happy birthday, writing on their wall on Facebook when it's their birthday, or even having a quick coffee or a lunch with them. Following up really does not have to be that hard. It doesn't have to take a lot of time, and it doesn't have to be something cheesy. So find what works for you and do that. Try some different things out. My mom would probably die if I made her walk up to somebody and say, "Hey girl." It's just not her personality style. So find what works for you and stick with that. Now, another question I usually get about follow-up is, how long should I follow up? I like to say that you should follow up with someone as long as they have a heartbeat plus 1 week. Let's face it, if they're alive, there's always something you can help them accessorize. If they've passed away, then let's send them away in style. They can still look great in their coffin. Let's be serious, right? You want to accessorize in there too. But seriously, in the example I gave earlier, it took that friend 2.5 years to join my team. 2.5 years. If I hadn't kept in contact with her, she would have joined another team or found another consultant, and I totally would have missed out. That would have been my bad. Just keep checking in and keep being helpful because it pays off. Now, how often should you follow up? Now, this part is totally up to you. Again, it's your business. But at first, with Sarah, the gal I've been talking about, I would text her to see every couple of days. As time went on, it was more like every other week or so. It was kind of a natural progression. I didn't want to irritate her, and she definitely knew where I was if she needed to ask me more questions. Now, with other people, that kind of time frame wouldn't have worked out at all. So you just have to kind of play it by ear and see what's comfortable for them, what's comfortable and natural in that relationship. A good rule of thumb is about 2 times a week for the first month or so, and then 1 time a week for a few months if you have someone who's looking at joining your team. That way you can let them know about any specials, show them new jewelry, and answer questions that they have. Now, for a customer, check in a few days after an order to make sure they've received it okay and that the jewelry is in good shape. You can check back in a few weeks to see if they need more or if they want to be added to your VIP group for more shopping. You can also send them like little tips or tricks about how to use the jewelry or reminders of special events coming up like Mother's Day or a countdown to Christmas. It's coming up sooner than you think. And usually about this time of year, when you post something that's like only 14 Saturdays left till Christmas, people freak out a little bit. They're like, what? I haven't even started doing my Christmas shopping. And when you think about it, 14 weeks is kind of a long time. But when you say 14 Saturdays, it's like, oh, holy cow. So little things like that are a great way to keep in touch, but not to seem too pressury. Now, remember that even if you have a VIP group where most of your customers shop, that personal touch, like a card or an email or a text, it really adds that extra level of specialness and makes them feel important and valued. That special attention is what is going to keep your customers coming back to you again and again and again. Now, are you ready for the call challenge? It's kind of a shorter call today, but there's not a whole lot more we can talk about with following up. So, call challenge. Pick 3 people that you need to follow up with. Don't think. Who are they? 1, 2, 3. There you go. You got them in your head. Now just do it right now. Give them a call. Give them a text just to say hi. See how they're doing, how they're enjoying their jewelry. See if they need anything else. Are you ready? Are you pumped? You should be. Okay, now when you finish those 3 people, keep going. You're on a roll. Might as well do 5. Follow up with those 5. Might as well do a couple more. It really does not take that much time, and it really will make a difference in your business. Okay. When you've done that call challenge, come on over again to paparockstars.com/follow up and let us know how you're doing with the call challenges. Let me know if you need them to be a little bit harder. If you want a week-long call challenge, like, hey, follow up with 3 people a day. That might be a possibility. I don't know. Just let me know what you think. Be sure and snag that call image and any of the show notes that you need. I have them all over there for you. Now, I'm going to give you one more challenge this week. Do you think you can handle it? Let someone know about the podcast that does not already know. See, again, super easy. I try and keep the homework assignments a little bit easy there for you. We'll call this one a dare, if you will. Share it with somebody that does not already know about it and see if we can't get the people that know about the podcast and this awesome information knowing a little bit more about it. So thanks for listening, you guys. We'll catch you next time. Have a great week. Love you. Bye-bye.